I want to move further. Please remember that diversity is just half the battle won. It is only scratching the surface. When I say diversity, it is at the lowest part of the pyramid. It's when you invited someone to a party because they have a different skin color, because they think differently. That means team members come from different backgrounds. So I'll give an example. If you deliberately decide that 40% of the executive board members of the company are women, you're doing it for the sake of diversity. However, if those women cannot feel safe speaking up in the boardroom because they are usually mansplained by the males during a meeting, then you're simply being diverse. You're not being inclusive. And those two things are different. That's why the next level is called inclusion, right? Inclusion is when you did not only invite the person to the party, the person who was invited does not feel shy to dance in the party. Can I get an exclamation mark if you can relate to that? Have you been in those moments? You were invited by a friend of a friend of a friend to a party, but the entire night you couldn't stand up because you are shy of everyone, because you don't know everyone. You will be on a corner, turn on your cell phone, pretend that you are talking to someone, and then wish that you can just go home now, right? So that's diversity, but that's not inclusion. In inclusion, team members openly allow each other to suggest different ideas, right? And finally, we don't just want to stop with inclusion. We want belongingness. It becomes so natural, people don't even talk about it anymore. People don't even make policies and guidelines anymore. In belongingness, you say, see, she's different. She has a different dance move. And I acknowledge that because I want to learn a new dance move. In belongingness, it is natural, right? It is cultural. The team members embrace differences and use them to complement each other. I am not good in Excel, but you are good at it, and that's why you were hired. I want you to influence me and make me a better version of that. I am not good in public speaking, but I'm good in business writing. I'm going to talk to people who need my help in business writing, but I have someone in the company who I can talk to who can help me with public speaking. This is belongingness. So I want you to reflect. Please look at your companies today, your departments and your teams. Which of the three do you think your team falls into? Could you please type letter D for diversity? Are you in that level? Are you in inclusion, letter I? Or are you in letter B, as in belongingness? I'm going to give you a few seconds for this. Let's look at your answers. Okay, I see a lot of letter D. I also see a lot of letter I. Okay, oh, I like this answer. Halfway, letter D and letter I. That's good. You know that you are in transition. Letter B is very hard. I will rarely see some folks and some companies who are in letter B, right? Especially if you're in a country like the Philippines, very homogeneous. We're not used to having people who may have a different religion. I'll give an example. In the Philippines, it's very hard to look for a restaurant that serves vegetarian or vegan cuisine. Bearing in mind that many Filipinos don't even understand the difference between vegan and vegetarian, for example. Why? Because in our population, most of us are meat eaters. So we are a homogeneous country, a community in this case. Right? So it's very natural to feel different and off when someone comes from a different place. Okay, so it's natural to feel awkward about it. But belongingness is when you embrace, okay, he's different, she's different, but I have no issues. I'm even more excited and curious of what I can learn and what this person can contribute to the organization.